needs to be clearly labeled within that software product, which has the model through which the content is generated, and second, before it is posted on social media, that social media platform is required to take a declaration from that user that whether your content is synthetically generated or it is not. According to me, this proposed regulation is overbroad and can have a chilling effect because various phrases within this regulation also are ambiguously phrased.
The first ever Google AI hub in Vizag is set to combine gigawatt-scale compute capacity, a new international subsea gateway, and large-scale energy infrastructure over the next 5 years, creating thousands of jobs. But in a developing and polarized economy, finding the right regulatory frameworks to protect against social risks will be key. Smita Sharma, TRT World, Patna, Bihar.
For more on this, let's bring in Alex Leschik in Washington. He's the founder of AI literacy program ZEN. Welcome back to the show, Alex. Now, Google and OpenAI have announced billions of investments into India, but the government is now proposing sweeping regulations. Will these new rules scare off that investment?
Great question. I don't think so. What investors really fear isn't regulation, it's confusion. Google's put $15 billion into that new AI hub. AWS has made a pretty broad partnership and announcement in India, I believe it was last year in 2023, with regarding making chips and a few other things that they have agreed to open up over in India. You have OpenAI seeing the fourfold jump in ChatGPT users, which tells you something about the talent market being a little bit too big to ignore, especially in this case, with there being 900 million users in total. If the rules end up clear and consistent, India actually becomes more attractive, not less, just due to the amount of users, subscribers. The real opportunity here is what I call responsible speed. So that's going to be moving fast, but with structure. Because if India gets this balance right, it could become a blueprint for how emerging economies scale AI safely. I think from here forward, especially at this juncture, they're a place where they could really define and become a template for other nations.
Right, and we saw how AI is helping farmers. Could these new regulations hurt these exact grassroots startups the most?
That's the risk, yes, is most of these grassroots are extremely tiny. We actually have had the pleasure of working with one, WebWise Studios. It's just 2 individuals, and that's, I think, the case often is you have about 2, 3, 4 individuals working out of a co-working space, building tools that already reach hundreds of thousands of users. With real-time crop and weather insights, if we make them jump through the same legal hoops that we do with these 1 trillion parameter models from big tech, like a Meta or an NVIDIA, we're going to unfortunately extinguish the innovation that we're trying to support. So the answer isn't going to be 0 rules in this case. I think it's going to be smart layers, light touch oversight with tiered roles of how you're going to apply for certain licenses and be able to operate in this space. But they can by no means go through the same exact requirements that a company like OpenAI, Meta, Anthropic, or Perplexity would be required to.
And what's the bigger threat to India right now, these AI deepfakes or the government censorship plan to fight them?
That's a great question as well. Honestly, I think it both can do a little bit of damage in different ways. Deepfakes are exploding and will probably continue to explode. Reports are showing they're up about 400% across South Asia this year alone. I imagine they're up probably around that similar percentage in the United States and many other parts of the globe. It's a full-time job for a lot of these individuals that make these deep fakes, so I wouldn't expect it to stop anytime soon. But it's dangerous in an election cycle when trust is already fragile, especially as it is, but heavy-handed censorship could end up doing the same exact thing. So eroding trust from the other side. The real fix in this case, I don't think, is going to be deleting content. It's going to be verifying it. India does have the infrastructure to do that. However, they have over 1 billion people on their digital identity system that they currently use, UPI. So it already has one of the most digitally advanced networks, everything from digital IDs to digital payments. So they have the tools for what could make a really robust ecosystem with rolling out this verification or authentication system. So I think truth beats censorship every time, and they need to probably focus on both of those as they move forward here.
Alex Leschik in Washington, D.C., thank you very much for your insights.
Thank you. Take care.
And that's all your business news for now. Thanks for watching.